As far as we know, when the geologists were out here many years ago, they just couldn't understand the place, and they commented that nature had made a bungle of the area.
These days, we look at things differently. Even after having seen the area from above and having been told stories about the hidden valleys, nothing had prepared me for my first sight of the end of Cathedral Gorge.
It's a bit hard to take it all in.
Yeah, got wide enough vision, haven't you?
It's absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Nice big waterhole here too, for cool.
It's almost as if it was designed that way, isn't it?
Yes, you can imagine a symphony orchestra sitting up there.
Yeah, exactly. Was this used by the local Aborigines?
Oh, I don't think so. They don't usually like to come into areas that there's no escape from.
And this is a blind alley, as it were.
That's right, yeah.
It's a shame. It would have been a great place to live.
What makes the bungle such a distinctive part of Australia's natural heritage are the domes at the eastern end of the range. These fascinating domes hold their shape by a unique natural process. As rain percolates through the sandstone, fine clay and quartz are washed out of the rock to settle as a hard, flaky skin. The skin is only a centimetre thick, and it breaks away in bands to reveal the colours of the stone beneath. Even a single glance at this astonishing formation of rocks would be memorable, but the sheer variety of combinations and the play of the day's changing light makes them unforgettable. When the outside world first heard of the bungles, they were described as a series of tiger-striped beehive mountains, though that description ignored the northern end of the range, with blocks of sandstone big enough to swallow Ayers Rock half a dozen times over. From above, the surface appears to be scored with a crisscross pattern of cracks. But at ground level, these crevices become magical passages deep into the heart of the rock.
Quite sheer, almost smooth. The
Yes.
walls. Yeah, look at them, aren't they?
Be the continual run of water.
Just the roads and roads and roads. It's an amazing place.
Echidna Chasm takes you on a kilometre-long journey through a twisting passageway that in places becomes almost like a tunnel. You're constantly surprised in the bungles. When a chasm seems to be coming to an end, suddenly there's an impressive chamber. Most of the bungles haven't been fully explored. There are sure to be other amphitheatres to match Cathedral, chasms that will run deeper and further than Echidna. And almost certainly there'll be other unique wonders hidden behind the time-worn stone. Like these palm trees, they're found nowhere else on Earth, but in this rocky landscape they thrive in the most unlikely places.
It seems incredible to think that when this place was discovered, it was described in terms like nothing promising, all rough and rangy. Of course, in 1879, they were thinking purely in terms of productive use. It somehow never occurred to them that one day people might like to come out here simply to have a good look.
This so-called rubbish land was forgotten and rediscovered 100 years later when the Western Australian government was searching around for places that could possibly become tourist attractions. The process that created this landscape and its unique features has been going on for 400 million years. So it comes as something of a shock when we're told that visitors who've been coming only since 1981 could destroy its character in a generation.
The bungles give the impression that they're solid and everlasting. But take a look at this. This is a piece of the same material that makes up the entire area. And that's how solid it really is. It crumbles in the hand and it would certainly shatter under the feet of too many visitors. So as strange as it seems, It's a mountain range that deserves special care.
In time, perhaps another 400 million years, this strange mountain range will wear down naturally to so much multicoloured sand and water-rounded pebbles. The ever-changing bungles are a classic story of a rediscovered lost world. When old pioneer tales about the so-called Honeypot Mountains were revived, no one dreamed that this was what they would uncover, a freak of nature that must rank among the world's greatest natural wonders. The first and lasting impression of the Kimberley is of a place that's larger than life, where the landscape takes on an air of unreality. This place, which has been moulded on a grand scale, has bred vast schemes in those few areas where people have tried to assert their mastery over the land. And where they've succeeded, the results have been schemes that match the immensity of the natural landscape. Australia's largest man-made lake was created by a dam on the Ord, Western Australia's largest river. Lake Argyle is a huge reservoir of fresh water replenished once a year by the monsoonal downpours of the wet season. The Ord River Dam hasn't yet lived up to early hopes, but the project is slowly growing towards fulfilling a dream of vast northern farmlands. Another grand scheme is an operation to move a mountain in a place called the Ragged Ranges. The Argyle Diamond Mine is a project of the 80s. In just 5 years, it grew from a small operation sifting creek gravel to an open-cut mine that's now the world's largest producer of diamonds. The entire system is controlled from a central point, the most advanced technology in one of the world's most remote mining operations. Around 5 million tonnes of dirt and rock from the Argyle pipe is dug, crushed and sifted every year, searching for precious specks of diamond.
For every tonne of ore the company mines, they can expect to find around 6.8 carats of diamond. Now, how much is 6.8 carats? About that much.
1/3 of all the diamonds in the world come from the Argyle mine, including the extremely rare pink diamond, highly prized and among the most expensive gemstones in the world. Not all of Argyle's diamonds are brilliant gems. The total result of moving a mountain looks like a kind of glittering gravel, a mixture of diamonds that range from the industrial quality you find in a nail file to some of the finest gemstones on Earth. The Kimberley in Australia's far northwest sums up the unknown nature of so much of the continent. The deposit of diamonds was discovered only in the last 10 years. The Bungle Bungle mountain range was opened up to visitors at around the same time. And if wealth like this had remained hidden for so long, who knows what else lies waiting to be discovered.